when the brain is hurt, it becomes neurotic, psychopathic, lives in all kinds of illusions, superstitions. And most human beings from their childhood are psychologically wounded. Aren't you all wounded? Do be a little honest to yourself. Aren't you wounded? In the school, the teacher says you are not as good as that boy. That hurts you, doesn't it? And the mother and the father says you're not good as your elder brother. You awaken jealousy, competition, hurt. Right? And those who are hurt deeply, psychologically, inwardly, all their life they have fear not to be hurt anymore. And so they build a wall around themselves, isolate themselves. Don't you all do this? Huh? Are you all people who have never been hurt? Your husband or your wife says something cruel, a passing word, stinging, and that remains recorded in the brain. And that hurt breeds all kinds of fears, anxieties, pain. Most people are not aware of all these hurts. If one becomes aware that one is hurt, and one sees the consequences of that hurt, then what is it we are asking that is hurt? Who is it that is hurt? You are listening, I hope, learning. When I say I am hurt by what you said yesterday, who is the I that is hurt? Please kindly listen to this, because it's your life, not the speaker's life, but your personal life. And we are learning the art of living, in which human beings are not hurt at all. So that they have a brain that is, which has known no hurt at all. Therefore, no resistance, or you understand the consequences of not being hurt. So, who is hurt? See, I am hurt. The I is the image that I have built about myself. Right? Are we together in this? You have images, haven't you, about yourself? That you are a Christian, that you are a Buddhist, that you are a Hindu, you are a Muslim. You must be a great man, you are a great man. You have all kinds of images. If you are a professor, you've got an image about yourself. If you are a scientist, you have an image about yourself. If you are a housekeeper, you have, so on. You have images. And it is those images that get hurt. And the image is you. Right? Are we clear on this matter? You get hurt because you are the image that you have built about yourself. I sit at a platform. I've sat on a platform all my life, unfortunately. And somebody comes along and says, "You're an ass." And you think you're a great man. You've got a reputation. You're not a silly old man. If I have an image about myself as a great man, that image is going to get hurt, right? And I say I am hurt. So is it possible, please listen to me, is it possible not to create images at all? Not to have an image about yourself at all. That you're a great lawyer. That you're a rather shady politician. Or that you are a religious man. Not to have a single image. Have you ever tried it? Because the brain creates, thought creates these images, because in those images there is security. At least thought thinks there is security in these images. Right? And these images get hurt, therefore there is no security at all. So is it possible not to have a single image? The image is the recording process in the brain. You say something to me which is pleasant, it's recorded. And when you say something very friendly, you become my friend. Recorded. But if you say something not pleasant, you are my enemy. Right? That's recorded. So the recording process goes on all the time in the brain. Because if you don't record and depend on that record for security, where are you? You understand my question? Are you following all these questions? Huh? If you have no image, where are you? You have nothing, right? You're absolutely nothing. And because of that fear of being nothing, you create images. Because all of us want to be something. And so we create images, hoping in that those images there's security, and one finds in those images get hurt, and therefore security is gone. Now, you have listened to this. Listen. And in the listening, you are becoming sensitive to the fact. And you see the truth of it, not the description of it, not the explanation of it, but you see the fact that you are hurt, and you are hurt because you have the image about yourself, and as long as you have image, it must inevitably get hurt. If you listen to this carefully, attentively, there will be no building of an image at all, because you see the truth of it. It's up to you.